Apatzingán, Michoacán. Why are we here? Well, on the 22nd of October 1814, this was the location of the first enacted constitution in Latin America by Jose Morales and the other revolutionaries in the Mexican War of Independence. But that's not why we're here. We're here for a completely different reason. And that reason is food. Alright, so the original plan of this video was to highlight some Michoacán food specialities that actually hail from Apatzingán. And namely, two of those specialities are Morisquetas and Chavindecas. However, it kind of quickly became apparent within no time at all of being in Apatzingán that the video was going to be about so much more than just food. It actually has become predominantly about the kindness of strangers that we've encountered here in Apatzingán. It's still about food. It is still about food, and the food is very much tied into the kindness that we've encountered here.
So you mentioned this kindness from strangers. Where did this all start? It began at our hotel, as a matter of fact. The two cleaning ladies there, who you'll meet in a moment, they were the ones that showed us just the incredible warmth and hospitality that we're talking about.
So our first encounter of kindness from strangers in Apatzingán began with Teresa and Irma. Like Jerry said, they were the two cleaning ladies at our hotel. And it just started with us having a conversation. We ended up chatting for a couple of hours, and they were just the sweetest two ladies. So they set the tone for this video. So it's thanks to Teresa and Irma. We changed our minds about the direction of this video. Like I said, it's still about food, but it's just been completely superseded by the kindness of strangers in Apatzingán.
Indeed.
And that tied into food.
Un platillo regional llamado Morisqueta de la ciudad de Apatzingán, Michoacán, México, con el amor de Cristo. Palitos y queso para que no les guste tanto.
Irma and Teresa have been nothing but
very kind to us.
Muy amable ustedes. We chatted with them yesterday and they said they were going to make us Morisqueta today. This is the reason we're in Apatzingán, was for Morisqueta, but we thought we'd be going to a restaurant, and instead these amazing ladies,
they brought it to our room for us. Yeah.
They made us Morisqueta and brought it right to our rooms. So we cannot thank them enough. They're amazing.
Muy
Gracias
bien.
Dios.
Gracias.
Bendice nuestros alimentos.
Gracias. Bendigas a usted. Gracias.
Bendigas. Gracias. So what is a Morisqueta? A Morisqueta seems like it's traditionally a breakfast dish here in Michoacán. Again, it hails from Apatzingán, and it's basically a dish. It's very basic dish of just rice, beans, and then sometimes there's meat on top, beef, could be chicken, and then just a bit of sauce on it. Another really popular topping on the beans and rice is adobera cheese. It's a very basic, stick to the ribs kind of meal.
And the hospitality at Hotel Apatzingán has just ramped up. I mean, staff came and delivered some potatoes and eggs for us, some fresh tortillas, and for me, some chili peppers. So really surprised by that. We're in here doing some work and we got a knock at the door, and Irma dropped off some breakfast for us.
Yeah, honestly, we cannot speak highly enough of the hotel and the staff here. They've been beyond kind. It's just unbelievable how sweet they are. What's a Chavindeca?
Chavindeca is, well, it's a tortilla-based specialty. It's a mixture of like a corn flour and a wheat flour. That's what the tortilla is. And then the filling is beef and I believe it's Oaxaca cheese. I'm not exactly sure. It's some kind of beef and cheese kind of mixed together and then laid flat on the tortilla and grilled up, kind of like a big quesadilla. That's what a Chavindeca is. And they're good. And we got, what size is this again, Fiona?
Regular.
The regular, which is probably a little bit more than we should have ordered. Last night we had one step down from this. We had the chica. So this costs 230 pesos right here. That's
same price as our room.
It's the same price as our hotel room. That's right. So this is about $11. I think we overdid it, but
And it's like, I mean, look, it's falling off the edges. And then you get all these little grilled, lovely onions as well.
I'm going to say that this tortilla has, I think, a very, very slight sweet taste to it. We had these yesterday, and I really thought this was some kind of batter. It just, the sweetness reminded me of some kind of batter, but we found out today what they're made of. Almost like a cross between a flour tortilla and a corn tortilla. That's it. So it's their own special recipe, obviously, but that's it.
I'm actually getting a kind of a slightly potato-y flavour off the tortilla. Well, like you said, it's filled with meat and cheese. It's kind of like a quesadilla on steroids with meat.
Yeah.
So the restaurant Rosie's or Rossi's, they specialise in Chavindecas. That's just their thing. So we checked out a couple of their locations while we were in Apatzingán. The second location that we tried was, I believe it's their original location. They're really well known for all different sizes of these Chavindecas, the biggest being the mega. Now this thing is a beast. It's a behemoth of a thing. It's 660 pesos, which is about $33 US, and you could probably feed like a small country off this thing.
I think they said it
Absolutely huge.
feeds about 15 people.
15 ravenous
15.
people. Absolutely fucking ravenous. But the tortilla on this thing obviously is huge, so you're kind of sitting there going, Jesus, how do they like flatten that out? They're not sticking it in a normal little tortilla press. There's no way. They saw that we were taking videos, and they really kindly showed us the process of making a mega Chavindeca. And basically it's pressed, the tortilla is pressed on this hydraulic jack. So that took the whole mystery out of the mega for us. But they didn't actually have anybody ordering a mega. So there was no order for a mega. They did all of this so that we could see the process. So again, just another amazing gesture of kindness on their behalf.
Yeah, I'd like to know what happened to the tortilla after they made it and threw it on the grill. We never found that out. Maybe they kind of split it up and just ate it among the staff there, but that was very kind of them to do that. And the kindness and the hospitality extended to a restaurant where we ate, and it was our second time eating there, and the waiter remembered us from a few nights before, and he remembered how much we enjoyed the real guacamole that we were getting. So he brought us out an extra helping, and he brought it out like in this, but both servings were in like this big chalice, so we just called it the Chalice of Guacamole. It was like a religious experience almost, wasn't it?
It was, to the point that you want to actually say, holy guacamole.
Yeah. Did you?
I
all right.
I had to go there. I thought you would have, but sorry
Yeah.
about that.
I'm usually that corny, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So the town of Apatzingán doesn't have too many things that would attract the casual visitor, but we showed up, and we knew that. We showed up just for some food, and we wound up staying, and that's how we travel. A lot of times we'll linger in places because we've had a good hotel or good hotel cleaning ladies who have fed us, or good food. So that's just how we travel, and that's why we stayed in Apatzingán for so long. That's why we showed up in Apatzingán.
Yeah, it was kind of really serendipitous how we ended up there. It all stemmed from you seeing something called a Morisqueta on a menu in Michoacán before we even went to Michoacán, just doing a bit of research. So you saw this dish called Morisqueta, and we're like, Jesus, what's a Morisqueta? Checked out Morisqueta, found out it hailed from Apatzingán. We're like, where's Apatzingán? What's that? So we're like, well, sure, we'll just go. We'll go and check out Apatzingán. And before we know it, we found ourselves there. It got squished into the schedule as somewhere that wasn't even originally on the schedule. And the rest is history. Sometimes just take a chance. Check something out, go somewhere. Just because you've seen something on a menu, just go there.
Apatzingán became a food stop, and if you want to see how our food brings us to other places in Mexico and how food dictates where we go,
All the time.
yeah, check out this video right up above. This is for our visit to the town of Yahualica in Jalisco, and why exactly we went there. So check that video out as well. and you'll be hungry afterwards, I guarantee.